First World War. Introduction. It was a war that changed the world forever. A war that began with a bullet and ended with the birth of new nations. Welcome to Concept Terra, where learning meets clarity. In today's video, we'll cover the entire chapter, the First World War, explained in the simplest way for ICSE Class 10 and competitive exams. So, grab your notebook, because by the end, you'll master this topic completely. Chapter Overview. The First World War, also known as the Great War, was fought between 1914 and 1918. It involved two powerful groups of countries, the Allied powers and the Central Powers. Let's begin by understanding how the world reached this point of global destruction. Causes of the First World War. Historians often remember the causes with the acronym MAIN: militarism, alliances, imperialism, and nationalism. Let's break each one down. Militarism. European countries were building huge armies and navies. Germany and Britain competed to have the most powerful fleet. This created fear and tension, like a ticking time bomb waiting to explode. Alliances. Two major alliances divided Europe. Triple Alliance: Germany, Austria-Hungary, Italy. Triple Entente: Britain, France, Russia. These alliances meant that if one country was attacked, others would join in, turning a small conflict into a world war. Imperialism. European powers were racing to control colonies in Asia and Africa. Germany wanted a place in the sun, which angered Britain and France. Nationalism. Intense pride in one's nation led to conflicts, especially in the Balkan region, known as the powder keg of Europe. Small nations like Serbia wanted independence from Austria-Hungary. Immediate cause. On June 28, 1914, Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria was assassinated in Sarajevo by a Serbian nationalist, Gavrilo Princip. Austria blamed Serbia, and with Germany's support, declared war. Within days, alliances activated, and the war began on July 28, 1914. Major events of the war. First, Germany attacked Belgium and France, starting the Western Front. Second, Battle of Marne, 1914, stopped Germany's advance towards Paris. Third, trench warfare began. Soldiers lived in muddy trenches for years. Fourth, use of new weapons, tanks, machine guns, poison gas, submarines, and airplanes. Fifth, Italy joined the Allies in 1915. Sixth, USA entered the war in 1917 after German submarines sank American ships. Seventh, Russia withdrew after the 1917 Bolshevik Revolution. Eighth, Germany surrendered on November 11, 1918, marking the end of the war. Results of the war. The First World War caused unimaginable destruction. Around 1 crore soldiers and 70 lakh civilians died. Entire cities and industries were destroyed. Monarchies collapsed in Germany, Austria, Russia, and Turkey. New countries like Poland, Finland, Czechoslovakia emerged. The League of Nations was formed to maintain peace. The Treaty of Versailles, 1919, blamed Germany and imposed heavy penalties. These punishments later became the seeds for World War II. Treaty of Versailles. The Treaty of Versailles was signed on June 28, 1919, exactly 5 years after the assassination. Its main terms were: Germany accepted full responsibility for the war. It lost colonies and territories like Alsace-Lorraine. The German army was limited to 1 lakh soldiers. Germany had to pay huge reparations. This treaty created anger and humiliation in Germany, paving the way for Hitler's rise. League of Nations. Formed in 1920, the League aimed to prevent future wars through discussion and diplomacy. However, it failed to stop aggression by Italy, Japan, and Germany, leading to another world war in 1939. Impact on India. Over 13 lakh Indian soldiers fought for the British in the war. Thousands died on foreign soil. After the war, Britain did not give India freedom, leading to anger and the rise of nationalist movements under Gandhi and others. Important for exams. First, year of war, 1914 to 1918. Second, immediate cause, assassination of Archduke Ferdinand. Third, major alliances, Triple Alliance and Triple Entente. Fourth, treaty, Versailles, 1919. Fifth, results, end of monarchies, new nations, League of Nations. Sixth, impact on India, rise of nationalism. Conclusion. The First World War was not just a conflict of armies, it was a lesson for humanity. It reshaped borders, ideologies, and the balance of power. Yet, the world didn't learn, because just 21 years later, another war began. This was the First World War, explained with concept terra clarity. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more ICSE and competitive exam videos. Thanks for watching.